Traffic deaths in the United States hit a 16-year high last year. That's according to a new federal report released this week.
Estimates show that nearly 43,000 people died in traffic crashes in 2021. That is several thousand more people than the population of Tupelo. This morning, we have a live interview with Staff Sgt. Bryan McGee of the Mississippi Highway Patrol to discuss the new data.
Good morning, Staff Sgt. McGee. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, starting off, while the total number of traffic deaths in the U.S. was up more than 10% from the prior year, the death rate based on vehicle miles per people driven, that was down slightly. So, I mean, how important do you think it is to make that distinction, would you say?
Well, it just shows that what we do out there every day is making a difference. You know, people are putting miles on their car, but the deaths are down. So we're out there just doing our best to try to keep folks safe as they drive.
And how important would you say it is to remember, or what do you think it is to, getting tongue-tied. How important do you think it is to remember that these 43,000 deaths involved, real people, many who had families that loved them?
Oh, it's always, we need to remember those people because they leave behind a loved one that will be impacted, the rest of their life. And then what we have to do out there is still, every day that we go out to do our job, we have to make sure that we try to save that one person, that one life every day that we go out. When we do these contacts that we do every day, that we're out there trying to make a difference to keep the citizens of the state of Mississippi and any motoring public in the state safe.
Right.
When they drive.
Now, something that I think the public tends to sometimes forget, patrol officers are people too. So, I mean,
That's right.
With these traffic deaths in 2021, an estimated 755, then in 2020, 752, what kind of an impact does this have on you guys?
Well, with the Mississippi Highway Patrol, we contacted in 2020 just the Highway Patrol 330 deaths. So you have to remember every one of those, even the number that you gave, 755 for the entire state, that's at Sheriff's Office, that's PDs, that's any road in the state of Mississippi. We have to contact, or that PD or that SO has to contact that family. And that takes a toll on us as well because we have to do that notification. And it's not easy doing a notification on a home, especially when it's a minor child or someone under 18 or just anybody in general.
Yeah.
That can weigh on a person.
Right. And I know you yourself and other patrol officers have done several campaigns to just raise awareness on safety. Most recently, I know y'all did your prom campaign to warn teenage drivers and hopefully have them return on Monday. But what are some tips that you can offer to us right now to improve driver safety and hopefully reduce that number of traffic fatalities?
The best thing a person can do every day when they get up, get in their car, the first thing they need to do is make sure they buckle up. That's what we try to push so much right now, is the importance of wearing that seatbelt. You need to make sure you buckle up every day, no matter what, no matter if you're going 5 minutes down the road to grandmother's house, you need to make sure you buckle up. Also, defensive driving. We need to watch out for everybody else. When I was growing up, my parents always said, you watch out for that other person along with watching out for yourself, and that will help you. But wearing that seat belt, keeping your speeds down, speed limits are designed to help you, not to hinder you.
Yeah.
So now in your position, you being in a law enforcement position, would you say are some effective strategies that the Highway Patrol can use to possibly help reduce these fatal crash numbers?
Well, of course, citations are no one likes to get a ticket, no one likes to get a citation, but those are there to help us be able to keep the general public, in check when they go above the speed limit and stuff, and keeping speeds down around the speed limit, making sure folks wear their seat belts. Those are all steps that will keep folks safe as they drive in the state of Mississippi and anywhere in the country.
And with the large number of drivers on the state's highways, are there any challenges that you face as patrol officers to keep these roadways as safe as possible?
Well, we just want everybody to stay alert and remember what they're supposed to do in a car. It's fun to drive. It's fun to get your new driver's license when you turn 16, 17 years old. But the number one purpose in that car is to get from point A to point B.
Right.
And we just want folks or people to remember that. That's what your purpose is in that car, and pay attention to what you're doing.
Well, Sergeant McGee, it is National Police Week, and we do want to say that we appreciate all that you do, especially for us at WTVA. You always help us out personally, and Oh, I feel like people have been driving so lately. I don't know if it's in my head, because yesterday, Bronson, we talked about the ways to save gas. And so I don't know if it was in my head yesterday, but I was like, man, people are really driving slow.
Hey,
and then their brakes were going either, I think it was sooner than what they're supposed to. And I was like, all right, okay, I can get used to this.
Maybe also all these campaigns we've got out there, maybe that's helping.
There you go.
So, we just want people to stay safe, and that's the bottom line. The goal is to keep the general public safe as they travel in Mississippi.
All right, well, Staff Sergeant McGee, thank you so much for your time this morning. I see you're on the highway right now, so be careful out there.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you both.